Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home.
According to insiders, Kris allegedly orchestrated countless rendezvous between Kim and A-listers, thrusting her into the spotlight at a tender age and blurring the lines between motherhood and exploitation. But hold on to your hats, because we're just scratching the surface. As if exploiting her daughters weren't enough, Kris's tangled web of deception extends even further, intertwining with the scandalous world of hip-hop mogul P. Diddy. And guess what? It's all about to come crashing down around her.
At Hillsong Church Home. Are they the same church? I thought that he left Hillsong to do Church Home, or did Hillsong just rebrand as another cult, Church Home? Apparently they're paying off Diddy victims from that slash fund. Bieber might be funding that for them right now. That's so interesting because according to you guys, Kim Kardashian unfollowed Diddy like literally 24 hours before this raid.
Don't scare me, please. What's going on? I can't.
Kim Kardashian is in a real tizzy right now because there's this video floating around that supposedly captures her getting up to some shady business at one of Diddy's legendary parties. And let me tell you, this is no ordinary kerfuffle for the Kardashian crew. It's like their whole empire is hanging by a thread, and this leaked footage might be just the thing to snip it. The rumor mill is working overtime, especially about Kim and her momager Kris Jenner. Word on the street is that they might be caught red-handed on this video, mixing it up with some less-than-savory activities alongside Diddy. Now, normally the Kardashians thrive on rubbing elbows with big names in Hollywood like Diddy. It's like their bread and butter for staying relevant. But if this video is the real deal, it could spell disaster for Kim and Kris. Folks are saying that this footage isn't just some harmless paparazzi shot. It's got the goods, the kind of stuff that could land them in some serious hot water with the law. And if that's the case, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to cause chaos in Kardashian land like never before. Now here's the real kicker. The Kardashian empire, as flashy and fabulous as it may seem on Instagram and TV, might have some skeletons lurking in its closet. There's talk that the rise to the top wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, but rather involves some shady dealings with Diddy and other big shots in Tinseltown. So if you're wondering why Kim could be facing the end of her fame and fortune over some beef with Diddy, buckle up, because we're about to spill all the tea on how this legal drama could bring the whole Kardashian house of cards crashing down.
I just have anxiety. Are you sure it's safe here?
Yeah, it's safe there. I promise you. Look, I went through the same thing. I promise you.
All right, let's delve into this whole Diddy drama and the tangled web it's weaving in Hollywood. The Kardashian-Jenner's family have been keeping mum about it, but here's the scoop. Kim Kardashian quietly unfollowed Diddy on Instagram just a day before Homeland Security came knocking on his door last month. Coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. But if you think that things couldn't get any messier or shadier for Kim, well, you must be new here, because it's always one thing or another with Kim and her entire family. But this just might be the worst of it. See, she's gotten swept up and exposed as Diddy's madam in his ongoing situation with the feds, and it looks like Kim has outdone herself this time. Looks like the cat is out of the bag when it comes to Kim Kardashian's sudden case of amnesia regarding Diddy. At first, we all thought she was just trying to distance herself from him due to the scandal swirling around him. But hold up, why is she still cozying up to Balenciaga then? That raised some serious eyebrows. Well, it turns out there might be more to Kim's distancing act than meets the eye. Rumor has it that she's been running scared, afraid that fans would start connecting the dots between her and Diddy's shady dealings. And guess what? They did just that. When the whole Diddy debacle hit the fan, folks started speculating that he had some heavy hitters in his corner helping him dodge the fallout. I'm talking about powerful friends with serious influence in high places. Names like Jay-Z and Beyonce were thrown around, but there was one name that flew under the radar: Kim Kardashian. Yep, fans did some detective work and connected the dots faster than you can say scandal. Looks like Kim's attempt to stay under the radar only ended up shining a spotlight on her involvement, or lack thereof, depending on who you ask, in the whole mess. Tough break for someone who's used to being in control of the narrative, huh? You see, Kim and Diddy are longtime pals with a history that goes way back. I'm talking close enough that he was one of the very few folks she had the honor of being followed by on Instagram. So it's clear that there's something definitely going on between these two. And when she suddenly unfollowed him, people were buzzing with speculation that someone tipped off Kim Kim to distance herself from Diddy before things got too heated. Now, who could be behind this tip-off? Well, a few names are floating around, including Lou Taylor, who used to manage Britney Spears' business affairs. Rumor has it that she orchestrated Britney's controversial conservatorship and made a pretty penny from it. And then there's Kris Jenner's beau, Corey Gamble, who's been under scrutiny lately. Some unsettling allegations have emerged, linking him to the tragic death of Diddy's ex, Kim Porter. Remember when Kanye West went on about Corey being CIA? Yeah, there's a lot going on here. So let's start with Lou. She's been in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, accused of exploiting troubled young stars like Britney Spears. There's talk that she had a hand in orchestrating Britney's conservatorship, allegedly pocketing millions in the process. Even Britney's mom, Lynn, confirmed in her memoir that Lou was behind the whole thing, and it doesn't stop there. Rumor has it Lou tried pulling similar stunts with other celebs like Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes, and Justin Bieber. Now, Lou Taylor's not exactly making friends in Hollywood these days, because just recently, Courtney Love accused her of trying to take control of her affairs, slamming her as a guard dog, SST, and spin doctor on Twitter. It's no wonder the Kardashians welcomed Lou into their circle with open arms. Remember when Kanye West had that meltdown in 2020 and fled to Wyoming, claiming Kim and Kris were out to get him? Well, rumor has it that Kim and Kris were indeed considering putting Kanye under conservatorship, and they allegedly reached out to Lou Taylor for help. However, they supposedly dropped the plan once Kanye started calling them out publicly. But the Kardashians' connection with Lou goes beyond just friendship. According to documents obtained by Page 6, Lou and her company, TriStar, were listed as registered agents for several Kardashian and Jenner businesses, including King Kylie LLC, King Kylie Holdings, and KKW Fragrance. And during Kim and Kanye's divorce proceedings, it came to light that Kim had named Lou as the manager of her trust fund. Now you might be wondering, what does all of this have to do with Diddy? Well, Lou and Diddy go way back to their days working together at Uptown Records in the 90s, and she was also one of Diddy's managers back then. But here's where things get really dark. There are rumors circulating that Lou once reached out to Diddy, asking him to supply Britney Spears with substances before her infamous 2007 VMAs performance. This performance, which occurred just months before Britney was placed under conservatorship, was reportedly orchestrated as a final humiliation ritual to portray Britney as unwell and in need of a guardian. The night before the VMAs, Britney was seen partying with Diddy in Vegas, hitting up multiple clubs and reportedly indulging in spiked drinks. People magazine even reported that Britney made stops at various hotspots, including Body English Club and Pure Nightclub, where she was welcomed by Diddy. Some speculate that the substances supplied by Diddy contributed to Britney's disastrous VMAs performance the following day, suggesting that her lackluster show was due to her partying in Sin City rather than a lack of rehearsal time. But Britney's escapades are just the tip of the iceberg. Enter Diddy and his legal woes. Producer Lil Rod has thrown him into the spotlight with a lawsuit alleging that Diddy is running a RICO enterprise. And guess who's mentioned in the lawsuit? None other than Diddy's accountant, Robin Greenhill. Now here's where it gets juicy. Greenhill happens to be an executive at Lou Taylor's company, and according to Britney's former security, Alex Vlasov, she played a role in spying on Britney during her conservatorship days. Vlasov claims that Greenhill suggested setting up an iPad to monitor Britney's iCloud account, giving her handlers access to every facet of Britney's life, from her messages to her photos. It's a shocking invasion of privacy that raises serious questions about the lengths some people will go to maintain control. And then there's Kris Jenner's enigmatic partner, Corey Gamble. Ever wonder what he did before becoming the Kardashians' main squeeze? Well, according to none other than Kanye West, Corey has deep ties to government agencies and worked as a celebrity handler. Kanye even expressed concerns about who exactly was surrounding his kids in the Kardashian household, hinting at Corey's mysterious past. In fact, he once sent a rather blunt text to Kris questioning why they never met Corey's family.
Kanye texted Corey something really rude. Kanye was like, I think it's weird, like we've never met his family.
That's weird.
Then the summer of 2020 brought Kanye West into the spotlight once again, this time with explosive allegations against Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian. Kanye made headlines by claiming that Kris and Kim were attempting to have him committed, and he didn't stop there. He also called out Corey Gamble, Kris's boyfriend, expressing his discomfort with Corey being around his children. Kanye took to Twitter stating, "Kris, don't play with me. You and that commie are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up." Fast forward to 2022 and Kanye reignited the feud, this time focusing on Corey's alleged ties to Diddy and his role as Justin Bieber's handler. In a series of scathing tweets, Kanye described Corey as godless and questioned his presence in their lives, suggesting that Corey's intentions were less than than pure. Kanye hinted at Corey's involvement with shady corporations and organizations, insinuating that Corey's influence extended far beyond what met the eye. Kanye even recounted an incident where he had to remove Corey from his daughter's birthday party, hinting at tensions between them. But perhaps the most shocking revelation came when Kanye claimed that Corey works for the CIA. In a leaked video from last year, Kanye can be heard saying he was the CIA. Yes, Corey, CIA. This bombshell revelation added another layer of intrigue to Corey's already mysterious past.
Yes, Corey, CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it.
But the plot thickens even further when we consider Corey's close relationship with Diddy. When Diddy's ex-partner Kim Porter tragically passed away in 2018, Corey was reportedly one of the first people at the scene. This revelation raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about Corey's true role in Diddy's inner circle. As rumors swirl and tensions rise, Kris and Kim find themselves in hot water over their connections to Diddy. With Homeland Security now investigating Diddy, Kris has allegedly gone into panic mode, dispatching her PR crisis team to clean up any evidence of her ties to the music mogul. However, it may be too little too late, as reports suggest that a video has surfaced providing evidence that Kim and Kris have indeed been involved in some shady dealings with Diddy. Remember when I said that Kim's rise to fame wasn't all sunshine and rainbows? Well, let me paint a picture with that, and you won't believe the crazy things Kim is accused of doing for Diddy. Reports suggest that she allegedly helped Diddy pay off his victims and fend off partners. The grapevine is buzzing with rumors that she's facing some serious financial troubles, and it's almost impossible to deny it. You know how Kim and her sisters flaunt their wealth on social media with fancy rides and lavish mansions. Well, turns out things might not be as rosy as they seem because Kim's apparently swimming in debt. First, let's talk about Kim's money moves. She's always had a bit of a shady reputation when it comes to finances, willing to do just about anything to make money. Rumor has it she's not afraid to get her hands dirty, dabbling in some less than legal activities and cozying up to some shady characters in the money game. And let's not forget her days before fame when she was working as a closet assistant for Brandy. Word on the street is that Kim didn't play fair back then and has been accused of stealing from Brandy with the help of her sister Chloe. For those who may not be aware, let me delve into the details of Kim's tenure as Brandy's closet assistant. It all started when Kim got her hands on Brandy's credit card for a one-time purchase, with Brandy's mom keeping a watchful eye on the card's usage. However, things took a dramatic turn once Kim's employment with Brandy concluded. Together with Chloe and their brother Rob, Kim seized an opportunity and unlawfully obtained a substantial sum of $120,000 from Brandy's mom. Kim cunningly held on to these credit card details for an extended period, biding her time for the opportune moment to act. When she deemed enough time had elapsed, she executed her plan to conceal their tracks. They channeled the illicitly acquired funds through their own establishment, namely Dash and Smooch. However, their scheme was uncovered as these transactions were not sanctioned by Brandy's mom, who initially oversaw the payments. Despite the gravity of the situation, Brandy's mom attempted to handle the matter discreetly, offering Kim an opportunity to rectify the situation without legal intervention, largely due to their affiliations with Brandy and Ray J. However, after Kim continually procrastinated for over a year without making amends, Brandy and Ray J's mom decided to take legal action against them. Nevertheless, Brandy and Ray J managed to mediate the situation, persuading their mom to withdraw the lawsuit and resolve the issue privately. According to Ray J, this incident marked a breaking point in his relationship with Kim, serving as the primary reason for their eventual breakup, rather than the infamous adult tape incident. But that wasn't the last time Kim was involved in such shenanigans, because she was also linked to a money laundering scheme. Before her rise to fame, she had a sugar daddy named J-Ho Lo, an Asian man whom she has been accused of helping launder illegal money. Insiders claim that Kim frequently traveled with J-Ho Lo to gambling houses and casinos, and in 2009, she even claimed to have flown back to LA with a trash bag full of $250,000 cash that he won from a casino in Las Vegas. But it turns out that this might have been part of a larger money laundering scheme, as J-Ho Lo has been implicated in such activities. The insider wrote that Lo is wanted by international authorities in connection with a multi-billion-dollar money laundering scam. He is accused of being the mastermind behind a scheme to siphon $4.5 billion from the Malaysian state-run Economic Development Fund, One Malaysia Development Berhad. But here's where things start to take a real twist with Kim and her crew. Despite getting the FBI's attention and being under investigation, she somehow managed to slip through the cracks without facing any charges. And you know who came to her aid during that time? Well, you guessed it. It was Diddy. But hold on to your hats because it gets even more bizarre. There's been some eyebrow-raising speculation that the Kardashian-Jenner clan might not be rolling in money as much as they let on. Rumor has it they've been playing fast and loose with their taxes, using a rather unconventional tactic involving the California Community Church. The church was actually set up by none other than the Kardashian-Jenner matriarch herself, Kris Jenner, back in 2009. It's registered as a nonprofit and asks members to pay up to $1,000 every month plus donate 10% of their yearly earnings. And guess who's leading the pack in these so-called donations? Yep, you guessed it, the Kardashians themselves. Now here's where it gets a bit sketchy. That 10% donation translates into a sweet tax break each year. And considering Kim's claiming she rakes in about $80 million annually, that's a whopping $8 million off her taxes. But wait, there's more. Kris Jenner just so happens to be the one running the show at the church, which means when the Kardashian sisters fork over their 10%, it's essentially lining their mom's pockets. And here's the kicker. Kris could easily find a way to funnel that money right back to them, meaning they're not really giving up anything at all, yet still reaping the benefits of a fat tax break. Talk about playing the system. And guess who's pulling the strings behind this entire church tax operation? None other than Lou herself. It's quite the revelation that Kim also had a hand in covering up all of Diddy's shady dealings, including his alleged involvement in multiple suspicious incidents. So when the feds stormed Diddy's residence, the Kardashian family sprang into action, leveraging all their connections to swiftly distance themselves from Diddy. If you've been keeping an eye on them, you'd undoubtedly notice their conspicuous absence from the limelight lately. Their sudden retreat from the public eye is raising eyebrows and prompting speculation. Some speculate that they're laying low to avoid being entangled in the ongoing legal turmoil surrounding Diddy, while others suggest they're quietly strategizing their next move behind closed doors. Whatever the reason, it's clear that the Kardashians are treading carefully in the wake of this scandal, and their absence from the spotlight speaks volumes about the gravity of the situation. One person even said, Lou Taylor is the one who helped with Britney's conservatorship, and she took money from Britney's nonprofit foundation and sent it to the church too. Another person said, nobody should go back to that church. It's not a real church. It's just a money pit for them. Stop going to it. But let's delve deeper into this intriguing saga, shall we? Do you believe that Kim and Kris have significant ties to Diddy? Or perhaps, are they as ruthless as him? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear your take on this riveting situation. While we eagerly await further updates, don't forget to show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and checking out our other videos for even more tantalizing content that you never knew you needed. Stay tuned.